Okay, so that's... Got it. And then... What's this? I don't know. I'm not really good at any of them. Really. Yeah, let's try this one. Brave +3. I'm not good at ground hold Z. Oh. Good night. See, I thought I turned on the notifications on, which is weird. Okay, it's back on. Well, I mean, we flipped it off and on. Evaluation, what's this? Got... Great. Alright, let's see what else. Truth about...
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Oh... That... yeah? Oh... That
So,
makes
to wrap it all up.
sense. Gotcha. Oh... Huh.
The culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
who knows?
Where could his left side be?
Wait. In the football field.
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or...
You mean... The director! Shinpei Wagai!
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS.
This smartphone GPS stuff is kind of scary.
He's in Akihabara right now.
Anyone or anything can be tracking.
At the maid cafe, Sunfish Pocket.
He did say his girlfriend was there. Does this developer like to hide, like, little secrets in the map? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go. Maid Cafe. No, we're in this ridiculous limo again. Wow. It's been like one whole day, too, in the story. 1 or 2 days. The day after the incident.
There he is!
Ah, shit!
What? If I have to press another... Okay. Like some weird button out of nowhere. No one's screaming. No one's running.
Firing your gun in here? There are customers and staff in here!
Oh, there were.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it!
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should...
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail. That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said...
Want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing this for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you 5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you the night of the 11th. Well,
So me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all.
are people this gullible?
I don't know what happened in the studio either.
What?
I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Come to class 3A at Sekiba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah.
Are you We're just gonna charge in. Oh, this is a trap, obviously. How could you be so dense?
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
No way. It can't be.
Nothing to be done. Chapter 2.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature, just like Yoyagi Park. It's just calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Okay. How is he?
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
How's he standing up? What is he suspended by? one of those strings things
I learned
again?
how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course.
Oh, shit.
Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
You kidding?
I'm sorry, Ryuki.
What's propping him up?
This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out? The thing is,
Okay, here comes the joke. Get the drums.
this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it.
Oh, you're great.
I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by. Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
Wait. The open space inside the body has a lower pressure than the outside. It's similar to how suction cups work. Okay, developer, okay. I believe ya.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here. Well, satisfied? I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking. I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
Okay, is there hidden eyeballies around here? If there is any, it's hard to find. Maybe it's in the trees?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death. And she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
You think she would get her hands dirty? She would obviously send one of her members to do it for her.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
Okay.
A false world.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
Smart.
I don't know.
But she's only citing what? The
In any case,
Philadelphia
let's go see
experiment.
Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
You look ridiculous, Tama. Give me the old Tama back. Oh, there's
I've been
no
expecting
shot
you.
we're walking
I thought
into
you
this
would be
again.
arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
We're dead. What if we make the sign too? Are we part of the club? Okay, I'm making the sign in real life. You can't see me. Maybe that should be the symbol I should make for my thumbnail. Maybe. Nah, I think it's a spoiler then, right?
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport.
Oh, are we really just laying it all out? Oh my god. Are you really doing this?
It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. We live in a simulation? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa.
Okay, now you're stretching it.
I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Nice.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones. What is the purpose of the QR video in the— Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it?
This guy's gonna whack me.
No, I don't.
Right. I asked her the last question, he's gonna go, boom! Someone's gonna snap me from behind.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no— I'm sorry I can't help you, but—
Yeah, isn't this like the opportune moment to do a wink sync right now to see if she's lying? Or maybe she's obviously thinking about something.
I know of the incident, of course. However—
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of but that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
What?
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world.
Is she a robot? She keeps saying the same sentence over and over.
But they wish to remain imprisoned within it, forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish.
Okay.
To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become... What do you think?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
Ink signs.
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier?
I'm a Freya.
Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false.
Oh shit.
The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity. The measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Hold on, just hold that thought. I have my eyeball-y needs my attention. What rank do you like? Why is it all of a sudden like boxing, martial arts? Straw weight, is that a real weight? Let's go heavyweight. Crazy. Cool. Okay, back to what you were saying.
I'd like to ask you one thing.
Oh god.
Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with 3 possibilities. 1.
Oh boy, here we go. We're going to the deep end right now. Designed universe.
Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times, in which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Additionally,
even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before.
simulation in the real world may be a simulation itself, kind of like the Matryoshka doll. Just so you know, I'm not saying I believe the simulation theory. God, my head's about to... Okay, light cannot escape a black hole. Yes.
Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane. just like a hologram regarding gravity and other physical processes. They can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity.
Yeah.
However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world, only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
Ooh. That's a nice watch.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory.
Yes, I'm following you.
It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment.
Double slit.
Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
Okay, I'm reading the trivia at the top. Let me explain the double slit experiment. We shoot a ray of light towards a board of 2 slits with a screen behind it. This has caused the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. This is because the light has the property of a wave. Then what would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? The light molecules will show up as a dot on the screen. By continuously doing this, the stripes reappear. Why is this? The light molecules are only being shot one by one, so the board shouldn't have this effect. The next part of this experiment was done using a... I would love to see this on, like, YouTube. Or what is it called? Next Cube in this game. The next part of this experiment was done using a detection device. Okay. Wait a minute. When it's not being observed, they appear as waves. But as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. This is the gist of the detection problem in molecular theory. If I type this into Google... Oh my god, I'm like tabs on tabs of like mind blown right now. Oh shit. Okay, well, I'll definitely watch this later. I say definitely, but I'm not gonna. Let's see. That's a nice watch.
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Wait, I like your watch, though. No.
In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of